Hey everybody, this is SOK Chaos doing a Fallout 4 survival mode Novats with a few mods in here. You could see during the gameplay you could see that there'll probably be some mods in there where you're like, oh, that's a bit overpowered. I could tell you this right now. It might be, but isn't at the same time for the reason that I have the Seph's Brutality mod in there. Now, people who aren't aware of what this mod does, it pretty much changes the armor rating and the damage for pretty much everything vanilla in the game. And pretty much, if I'm wearing X01 power armor and I come across a raider for whatever reason with an anti-tank rifle, one shot, maybe two, will most likely kill me. Okay, so like I said, I mean, it might be a bit overpowered because it's gonna be a one-shot kill to them, but we all know how the AI system works, and they generally like to get the first shot off. So it will be a significant challenge. There's a few other mods that pretty much just add locations. Other mods that just add stuff to your settlement. I mean, it's stuff that doesn't really affect any gameplay. I think I do have one in there where you got the Enclave encounters, which is going to be even more of a pain in the ass for myself. Because, well, you can't have a Fallout game without the Enclave, and it really upset me with Fallout 4 when it came out. Well, not even that. When the DLCs came out, that they had no thoughts about ever bringing the Enclave back. So I had to put this mod in here so I could see the Enclave, fight them, take their crap, and be on my merry way. Or vice versa, I see the Enclave and they just shred me into a million pieces with all their energy weapons. I do have a couple of companion mods. Yeah, I get like 3 dogs, whatever. You know, like I said, the Seph's Brutality mod won't give a fuck about that. I can tell you that right now. Won't give 2 shits about me having 3 dogs. It will slaughter my dogs and it will still slaughter me. I can promise you that much. I know that I'm on the pause screen right now. I'm just trying to get past this intro and then I'll start the gameplay. Now the thing is, I mean, like I said, you might see some mods in there where they're overpowered. I mean, I'll say it again, they're not. If you think that there's one that's way too overpowered where it probably shouldn't be in there, feel free to let me know, and I will consider it, and I'll take it down. Most likely, I will take it down. The modern weapons, like I said, I want to keep in there because it adds extra shit in the game. I'm all for adding extra shit in the game. The more, the merrier. If I could, I would download all the mods that add stuff into the game that aren't overpowered. Like I said, the only one that might actually be overpowered, though, is the anti-tank rifles, because it's the 3 rifles that do over like 500 damage, one-shot kills, but that's to me as well. Raiders, gunners, whatever can use that weapon as well when they have it. So, it's gonna be a fuck fest for both sides. I am a rather new broadcaster, so sorry for the lack of talking if there is any. I am working on it. I'm aiming to do it a little bit more. You will be hearing music in the background pretty much every single time that you watch me broadcast or whatever, like most other broadcasters. It's not like it's uncommon, it's just, you get what I'm saying. This will not be the only thing I will be doing. I will be doing a Fallout 4, watching me create shit or whatever in settlements, just making cool shit. You can follow me doing that. All these videos, sometime within like a couple of days after being done, will be posted up to YouTube. Please follow me on Twitter. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. It'd be much appreciated. You know, I'm trying to become big out there, and you know, not huge, but I mean, at least somewhat known. So the more followers, the more viewers. Please just throw my name out there. You know, you could see me. You can find me on Facebook. You know, I'll be in Fallout chats. You'll probably see me throwing my fucking Twitter out there, or, you know, and stupid shit like that. So, now that we're past this stupid ass boring intro, let's get down to the game. Now, if you haven't seen the last two broadcasts, I am in Diamond City at this point. Going to Concord, I literally died well over 15 times in Concord with this Seph's Brutality mod. It just goes to show, like, I went there with no mods. I think I just had a Seph's Brutality mod on at that time. And I went in there and, you know, just leather pieces, you know, whatever I found on my way there. And I came across a Raider outpost, which was added into the game by a mod. So I did have actually more than one mod. I did have the lots of exploration whatever mod. So that adds a bunch of locations. Yada, yada, yada. So I went to Concord, went into the mansion, the museum. Took 3 shots by a pipe rifle and I was dead. And then I think the next time it was a pipe pistol, and that took still 3 shots and it killed me. So just think about it. The worst gun in the game that you could possibly get, a pipe pistol, shots that kill you. Even without that mod on survival, the pipe pistol should not be able to kill you that quick. So, I'm not complaining by any means. That's the whole point of why I have this mod on here, so that I have to think about what I'm doing before I'm actually gonna do it. You gotta be really smart. You'll probably see that the Diamond City guards look a little bit different. I think that's a different mod I have on here. That's just like adjust. I think that might be the Seph's Brutality mod. Changing up the equipment a little bit. I don't know why it does that. I'm not sure which mod it's actually doing that, but you know, I don't really care. It's whatever. Diamond City guard armor looks retarded as shit anyways, so it's people outfits. So I mean, it's not all that much different than what the Caesar's Legion was wearing, you know, in Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, let's use football armor or football padding as armor, you know. It's just stupid as fuck. Don't get me wrong, I like the Caesar's Legion. I went with them almost every single time. But there's the similarities where, like, okay, let's use sport armor and we're all gonna die repeatedly.
Folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Just because I'm a bit of a perv, you know, I do have the busty whatever fucking mod on there. My friend wanted me to put it on there while he watched me do my broadcast, so it was whatever. He wanted to be able to edit a few of my settlers to just have a humongous rack. So it's whatever. I have it there, big deal. It's not gonna harm anything. Another mod I got on here is I think it's a fairly new one. I didn't see it on there until I think like yesterday or the day before. But I saw the Beastmaster mod, and I was thinking, well, that's a pretty cool one. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. Then I found out that it involves the cages. So you need the Wasteland Workshop and Far Harbor. And you also need like this one other DLC, or this one other mod for it to actually work. Which I do believe you need like the Far Harbor creature mod, or creature cages. And essentially what that does is I think if you have the transmitter in front of it, how it makes it tame, I think you could have those as a follower. But as far as what actually happens to them when they go down, I'm not sure if they actually die or if they go back to the settlement like the initial companions did. I gotta look more into it. Because it wasn't really specific when it came to that part. Because it would make sense if they died because it's just an NPC spawn from a cage. And you're using it as like a companion. But the thing is that if it died, why would they let you put so much effort into changing what the accessories they had on it? The paint job it would probably have like a death claw. It could have like tribal paint on there or whatever. Why would they put the effort of being able to trade stuff with it, and so on and so forth? So I'll find out sooner or later. You'll probably see it during this playthrough or a different one, of me creating settlements and shit like that, uh, on how that one actually works. I do not have any mods in here that is making me have like unlimited ammo, or any mods in here that's making me invincible so I can't die, because it defeats the whole purpose of me having the Seph's Brutality mod on there. If I wanted to have the Brutality mod on there and not die, well then that just contradicts everything I'm doing. Just to throw it out there, if you guys haven't caught on yet, I do swear quite a bit. So if you don't like swearing, I would not recommend this. It's not that I'm just swearing to be cool. It's just how I talk. I know a lot of people understand where I'm coming from. A lot of people swear just not even thinking about it, because it's just how they talk in the United States nowadays. It's just how we talk to each other. We're all assholes, essentially. We are the idea of what everybody thinks of us. We are all douchebags. So, moving forward, I have literally no idea where I'm going right now. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, I saw a Molotov. I run, because literally those things are OP as hell. You see that? Rapid Ragstag. Rabid Radstag. And a Molotov to Piper, and it just demolished her. Oh, that was an Enclave recruit. Okay, y'all saw that. A little bit over half health. One shot with the assault rifle, and it killed me. Okay, so that's what the Seph's Brutality mod right there. It makes everything bullshit. You literally have to be strategic. I would not recommend melee weapons unless you plan on being the stealthiest ninja in the goddamn world. Like, it's because it's just not gonna happen. If you have a guy with a double barrel shotgun and he instantly detects you while you're trying to sneak up to his ass with a baseball bat, your ass is going down. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If he spots you, gets the first shot off, and it hits you, you are dead. There's nothing you can do about it. And we all know survival, it puts you back to the last time you slept in a bed. Proof right here, like, I spawned from my bed, you know, it wasn't even really outside of the Diamond City gates, and I got fucked. So, I made a stupid decision of going to Diamond City early on. I would not recommend that, to be honest. I would stick around Sanctuary, stick around your settlements, where you have some form of protection, even if your settlers suck ass. And get better gear, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need better guns. You're gonna need better armor. I mean, I have.
Sure.
What weapon was I using? I think I only got like one shot off before he put me down. But I'm using like this Heckler and Koch MP7 PDW. Okay, it's a single fire round. Does 43 damage, 93 fire rate. I have it on single fire right now. One shot off. You know, 43 damage should fuck him up, but it didn't, because he had heavy ass armor. And I don't think the Seph's Brutality mod affects guys that are added in. So with the Enclave encounters, I don't think the Seph's Brutality mod will affect them. So when I see Enclave, like, you'll probably see me running away like a little bitch. Like, it's just how that's gonna be played, because that was an Enclave recruit. He killed me one shot with a little bit over half. I'm wearing all Diamond City armor. So it's not bad armor, you know, for being level, whatever the fuck level I'm at. I think I'm like level like 5 or 6. And he killed me in one shot. So I wouldn't even want to come across a like lieutenant or uh, a Enclave shock trooper where he's in his power armor, you know, with a laser minigun, and just putting so many holes in my body that it would not be recognizable after I am dead. Loading screens with all these mods that I do have on there do take. I think they take a little bit longer. It's not too much longer, but it's definitely a little bit longer. Yeah, so I went up that way. That's where he was at. I'm gonna try that again. If I see the Enclave guy, though, I'm definitely gonna run. If you all have played, they don't pop up on that map anymore with as well red dots, so you don't know where these guys are. If he's still there, he's gonna be around the corner. So we'll take a peek. If we see him, we'll run away. Yep, see, he's right there. Running away. He saw me. I'm at caution right now, so I could still get away. Oh man, put a bullet in it. But like I said, you gotta be really strategic. I think with this mod on there, there's a lot of sneaking involved, so definitely work on like your agility. I just made a character, did what I normally did, and went into it. I didn't put shit towards agility, except for what was like already there. That was probably a bad idea on my part, because I didn't realize how much sneaking would actually be involved until I started playing. And believe me, you are sneaking a lot. Alright, please tell me I have a better weapon that does more than 43 damage. It got 54, but it's a shotgun. I don't think I'm going to hit him all the way over here. Alright, that's my best bet. There we go. Sneak attacks are pretty much like almost a guaranteed kill, except for like against like super mutants and shit like that that have a lot of armor. Combat armor, chest piece, combat armor, helmet. The hell with it. Let's just be an Enclave soldier. I hear gunshots. I don't like that. But yeah, it's definitely some sketchy stuff though. I mean, you gotta be really careful on where you're at, because like I said, I mean, they don't pop up on the radar. I feel as if with this mod on there that it makes you need to eat, drink, and sleep more, because like I've been constantly like it's been telling me to do this. Yeah. Oh, that adds 1 strength, 1 agility. Yeah, I'll do that. My guy looks like a douche, but I'll do that. Definitely, like I said, like I'm about to go back to Preston and do his stupid, this settlement needs your help bullshit, because that flare gun would be really handy. Well, yeah, that's a long trek right here to go. So, like I said, save as often as you can. I do believe I do got one other mod, which I'm only going to use it when I have to. Like when I actually need to like get off of a broadcast or whatever, and it's called the Conquest. Where where you could pretty much build a campsite or a settlement anywhere you want. Now, the settlement part you'll actually probably see me use, but okay. But the campsite part of it, where I mean, yeah, you won't probably see me use that one as much. So they want me to go over that. I think I'm gonna pass because I know there's a lot of raiders down there. And pardon my sniffling, I do think I am getting a little bit sick. Or allergies. We have 2 cats for my wife. I'm allergic to cats. Yay, that's fun for me. So, pardon me if we do that. Okay, so that's a raider. And I do say like no VATS, like I'm actually not gonna use like triggers in VATS. I mean, if I see something like off in the distance, I'm like, I'm not really sure what that is. We should check it out. I will do it. I will try not to and just figure it out by going up to it, starting a fight. But you'll probably see me do that a little bit just because it's habit for me. I'm just gonna take a minute for me to break that habit. I hear a lot of gunshots. I feel as if I go in there, there's gotta be somebody in it. And it's not gonna be fun. Because I'd rather not run from Diamond City all the way over here again. So I think I'm just gonna press forward. Just try to get to the nearest settlement. Ah, oh, fuck.
Stupid noises. I hear something.
Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. That's a location. I know it has something at it. Those radio towers always do. The thing that's neat about the Enclave mod in there that I have on right now is that it does add like Enclave outpost to the world as well. So I got 3 different mods that are adding locations to the world, and I've yet to encounter an Enclave outpost. But to be perfectly honest, in a survival playthrough, I really don't think I do want to encounter an Enclave outpost, because from what I've seen, they have like roughly 7. I mean, it could vary on the size of the outpost, and it's generally like the same numbers as you would see as like gunners or raiders. So it could be a significant amount, especially with them being power armor prone. Ooh. Like I said, especially with them being power armor prone, that's just something that you wouldn't want to walk into. Like, you would see it, say nope, turn the other way. Don't be a hero, so to speak. Sorry, just gonna pause this real quick. I am getting a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna open up this box of Twinkies. Probably not good for a good breakfast, but you know, it's whatever. Now, as far as like people wanting to talk about fucking politics, religion, I'm cool with it to an extent. Like, you're okay to state your opinion because, hell, my wife gets mad at me for stating my opinion on the both. By all means, do it. State your opinion. But as soon as there's starting to be fights, like, I will have to cut back on it. Like, I don't want no war. I just want, like, discussions if that happens. So, I mean, trying to keep it to a minimal. I know it's a Fallout, whatever, stream, but people always manage to bring politics, and religion into everything. So, like I said, just try to keep it to a minimal if you do decide to do it. My guy's been out of stamina for so long. There's a frag mine. Fuck. Piper, I don't have any stim packs. You know, I'm gonna be crippled for a while here.
Blue, we're not alone here.
Please tell me I have a stim pack. I'd really enjoy having a stim pack. Whew. Alright. We need to level something because this just isn't gonna work. There's a die of 40% of lost health, removes 40%. That would be useful if it wasn't for such dire situations. Maximum health is not exactly useful either. Oh yeah, stim packs do dehydrate you. I found that one out. Huh! Oh, I feel like a douche. Killed the raider that was just praying to his non-existent god. And, he was praying for his woman. Ooh, I feel like a dick. Alright, moving forward. Oh! Oh, okay. Ooh. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, people might say, like, oh yeah, it's whatever. But to me, 3 mongrels, 3 shots, that's not half bad. Mongrels are fucking fast. Like they scared me in Fallout 3 how fast they were. So, and it just got worse in Fallout 4 because now they're running in fucking zigzags instead of just like straight at you. This is a house. It says Gunner Mercenary.
Hey, don't do anything stupid.
Now who's this? Is it a trade?
Oh, thank God, there's a mattress. Okay, so I got my save. If things go wrong.
You a trader? Sure. Let me see what you've got.
All right, let him through.
Wow, the one friendly gunner that you ever see.
Name's Drek. That's all you need to know. Now, you buying?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Take a look.
I do recommend that you sell everything that you don't need. Only keep the essentials on you. For me, like, I'm gonna keep that because I have a terrible habit of collecting everything in the game, no matter what the playthrough is. So, you'll see me just picking up like random shit, like, oh, why are you picking up that fucking Terby hat, whatever. Because I have an addiction. You know, that's all how I can explain it is that I have an addiction. I have to fill it with picking up random junk. That baseball bat does 30 damage and it's slow. No. Keep any pipe weapon that could deal a decent amount of damage. That would be a good recommendation too. They come in handy. Surprisingly enough, because you know, you run out of ammo really quick. I don't know if you guys have actually played with like all the guns, but in survival mode, like you run out of ammo for everything quick as hell. I only managed to stock up over 300 bullets, and that's because almost half of that is still from the vault. Like, I've been hesitant on using my 10mm because that will probably be my most likely best handgun for now. So we'll see how that goes. But something I could sell ammo-wise. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. I'm not gonna use the minigun all that much. I'm not big on my heavy weapons. I might toy around with them, but I'm not that big on them. So. She does not have any ammunition that I actually need. Well, maybe that, but there's no scope on it yet. Yeah, I guess so. Right away to begin, I recommend that you cook up every single meat that you come to. Because you'll need it. And I'm not just saying like you need it, like you fucking need it. Like it is a necessity. You got to have all that when you start your survival, because especially with this mod, because you'll be pinned down and you'll literally be pinned down like nowhere to go for a couple hours until you figure out a fucking game plan. It's already happened to me going to Diamond City. I got stuck in a corner. Literally, if I walk out it go left, there was like a group of, I do believe, like 7 or 8 raiders. If I go right, there was super mutants. If I went straight, there was a crap ton of feral ghouls. So yeah, I was there for a little while trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Then I found out what I was gonna do, and I was like, alright, let's do this. I died. I got my ass kicked. That's an Enclave guy. Plus 81 experience. That just shows you like how much those guys will kick your ass. I think it's cited incendiary laser pistol. I do plan going mainly energy weapons. Right now I'm using guns because I kind of have to. The Enclave encounters aren't all going to be like just the ones or the single people that you've been seeing. There will be groups. From what I've heard, they're very notorious on being on like bridges. So I think it kind of falls into Fallout 3 because if you pay attention to Fallout 3, a lot of the Enclave that you've seen were on like main roads or bridges. For whatever reason. So, I did turn off settlement Enclave shit. I guess I could have kept it on because it doesn't really affect me all that much. I think the only one I think I could have kept off was the power armor and the vertibird one because that would have been overpowered to have. Like I said, even as summons, like wearing power armor doesn't mean shit anymore. I mean, it deflects smaller bullets better, but if you get like a high caliber, like even like a .308, that's still gonna do a lot of damage to you. So I guess it wouldn't matter all that much. So, sorry to do this to you guys, but I will probably actually put that out because I love that mod. I love being able to have Enclave members as my settlers. So I'll store those. I'll store the tuxedo because I shouldn't be wearing that or holding that. As far as an actual settlement, like I need you all to tell me like where should I build my main settlement? Because it's gonna be like an Enclave fortress, even though it's gonna be pretty much Enclave fighting Enclave. It's gonna be an Enclave fortress. Because I got all the Enclave crap. So let me find a bed. Institute bed. Alright, I'm gonna quit. Now, as we're doing this, I'll tell you all a little bit about myself. My real name is not important, okay? My age is 21. I am married. I do got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. I work a full-time and part-time job. So it's not easy for me to actually get on and broadcast as much as I'd like to. On days where I'm off and my wife's working, like you'll see me do it early. Alright. But on days where like say if I work first shift one day or whatever and then then I'm off the next, like you'll probably see me do it at night. Okay. Enable. The hell with that. Because, fuck it, I guess, why not? If the Enclave, if you go against the, what do you call them? If you go against the Institute, I'm warning you now that it's a really bad idea. Especially, well, at least for me. At least only for me, really, because, I mean, I have the Part 5 of the Enclave Reborn. And what that does is that it adds in, essentially, Institute badasses that would kick a Courser's ass. It gives them, like, the Exo-1 white power armor with the stars around their logo of the Institute, which is the same idea as the Enclave was. Instead of white, or instead of black, it's white though, and it's a different symbol inside the stars. But it will wreck a lot of shit. So I feel as if I need to download this and then the test part 2. But, alright, I'll tell you what this Enclave Encounters does. Alright, this mod adds Enclave Encounters to the Commonwealth. These enemies are scaled with the player's level. This is an Xbox One version with new textures and outpost. Multiple patrols throughout the Commonwealth, including sniper soldiers, heavy soldiers, along with some scientists. This mod includes retextured power armor, along with retextured black fatigues to complete the Enclave look. Added holotape and terminal to swap factions with the Enclave, the terminal. Oh, wait, what? What? You could be with the Enclave with this mod? Add holotape and terminal to swap with the Enclave. Or swap factions with the Enclave. Oh. Holotape locator, Solar Sanctuary Hills. So right now, I think they only have one Enclave outpost right now. And I mean, you'll see like checkpoints and stuff like that on like bridges still. But I think that this is the only actual location they have for them right now. So we'll try deleting this one. Download. Just a forewarning to everybody. I do listen to pretty weird music. Like sometimes you might hear Marilyn Manson. Sometimes you'll hear dubstep. Sometimes you'll hear whatever my wife is playing in the background. Sometimes you'll hear some like Celtic shit. All depends. Oh, hey, I had to delete that one in order for it to work. So he's doing 3 different setups. This is part 2, or this is the second test, or the first test. So we'll try that. Oh, yeah. It's gonna reset the game. I'm gonna have to spam A so it doesn't actually boot me out of the game, unless if it does it and doesn't load the... Okay, there it is. But, I mean, when I post this on YouTube or whatever, if you're watching this through YouTube, feel free to leave a comment. Don't try to be a dick about it, you know, but be honest. Like, am I not talking too much? Am I